Hello, my name is Brooklyn, and today I'll be talking about a man by the name of Yasuke, whom is told to be the very first African samurai in history. His story starts in the 1560s when he was thought to have been abducted from Mozambique at a pretty young age. He was a slave and also fought in Gujarat and Goa in India before becoming a valet by Jesuit missionaries. He ends up meeting a very powerful missionary by the name of Alessandro, who made Yasuke become his valet and bodyguard. In 1579, they went to the southern Japanese island of Kyushu. Upon their arrival, they were met with a civil war that would end up ending close to 25 years later in 1603. A man named Oda was the strongest of all the people battling for power at the time. He's also known to be the first to attempt the unification of Japan. Yasuke caught Oda's eye due to his experience in military when it came to detecting risks, along with the fact that he knew Japanese martial arts and had experience with swords. Yasuke was initially seen as a source of entertainment, but eventually he became a samurai and a part of Oda's entourage. Then, in 1581, Yasuke and the rest of Oda's forces invaded Iga province and conquered it. Unfortunately, in 1582, his residence was attacked by his general Akechi Mitsuhide in Kyoto. This did lead to the suicide of Oda and the scarce information about Yasuke after Oda's passing. It is said that Oda's last request to Yasuke was to take Oda's sword and decapitated head to his son. Personally, a decapitated head doesn't seem like the first thing I would want from a passing father, but if that's what helped him pass easy, then I guess that's how it is. Yasuke would then be labeled what is called a ronin, which is pretty much a samurai who has no lord or master. Some say that he went back to being a guard for missionaries. Some say that he became a sailor or a pirate. Other than that, traces of where he went after this are not very clear. Unfortunately, that's all the information I have about Yasuke. All of the other information that I found out besides the main stuff will be at the end of the video. While the rest of this plays out, though, I think I'd like to explain some of my inspiration behind what I've drawn for this project. First of all, the colors on him are actually the colors of the Mozambique flag, which was where he was born. So I decided that I'd try and intertwine that into my drawing, and somehow I ended up just painting his whole face with the colors. So yeah. I actually did end up using a reference for the picture that I drew. There aren't a lot of photos that I could go off of that weren't from the same topics. So I did find a couple of pictures of statues that were actually of him, and that's what I used for this portrait that I drew. But I mean, other than the statues, I did find a lot of cartoonish drawings or old ancient art that they assume could possibly be of Yasuke, but they're not exactly sure. So I just went with the statues because I thought they were coolest. Yeah. Since I'm nearing the end of this video, I guess I should probably drop those fun facts that I mentioned. The first one is that it is said that there is an anime that might be dropping soon having to do with Yasuke's story. Second, some say that Yasuke is the inspiration behind the main character of the Afro Samurai, a manga that came out in the 18th of December in 2009. My last fun fact was actually listed in the main history behind him, and that one is that when Yasuke and Oda first met, some say that Yasuke was so dark that Oda thought that he was covered in ink, so he tried to scrub it off of him, and when he found out that it was Yasuke's actual skin, Oda threw a feast in his honor. Personally, I thought it was weird, but hey, he got food after, so... Oh my gosh. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, I'm in pain. I can't do this no more. I hate it here. Bruh. Are you serious? You know what? I'm done. I can't do this anymore.